Afternoon, you've been here a while. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just finished playing basketball, cooling off before I drive home.
Mind if I see your ID? We got a call about this vehicle. A guy watching the playground area.
The playground? I'm not even facing that direction. I'm by the courts.
I hear you. Can I see your ID real quick?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab my wallet. Here you go. Marcus Williams. I live about 10 minutes from here. How long is this going to take? I got somewhere to be.
You were watching the children. When the officer said this, the man froze. He was facing the basketball courts. The playground was behind him, but the officer didn't want to hear that. The body cam footage shows how a man was declared guilty simply for existing. That day, Marcus Jerome Williams was a 32-year-old software developer. He woke up early in the morning. It was Saturday. The weather was hot, humidity was high, but none of that mattered to Marcus. He had spent hours in front of a computer all week. His body wanted movement. He did what he did every Saturday. Put on his basketball shorts, pulled on an old t-shirt, tied his sneakers, got in his car and drove to the park in his neighborhood, Riverside Park, 10 minutes from his house. 2 basketball courts, a children's playground, picnic areas, walking paths, a normal neighborhood park. Marcus knew this park well. He had lived in this neighborhood for 5 years. He played basketball here on weekends, sometimes alone, sometimes with friends. That day he was alone. No problem. He would practice free throws. He arrived at the park around 1:45 p.m., parked his car near the basketball courts, as he normally did. He always parked in the same spot because it was close to the courts, and the shade from the trees fell on his car. He got out of his car, grabbed his basketball, walked to the court, and played for an hour and a half. Free throws, three-pointers, dribbling drills. He was drenched in sweat. His body was burning under the hot weather, but he felt great. He loved this feeling, the relief that comes from physical exhaustion. Around 3:15 p.m., he stopped. That was enough. His body wanted rest now. His water bottle was in the car. He walked back, got in his car, closed the door, rolled the windows all the way down. Didn't turn on the AC because he was saving gas. The breeze through the windows was enough. Grabbed his water bottle, drank half of it in one gulp, leaned back in his seat, closed his eyes. He was just cooling off. He would sit and rest for 5 minutes, maybe 10. Then he would go home, take a shower, maybe eat something. A normal Saturday. But it wouldn't be normal. Before we continue, I want to say this. This channel exists to tell stories that go unheard. If you care about this kind of content, subscribe. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And if this video makes you feel something, don't forget to hit that like button. Now let's go back to that park. Marcus was leaning back in his seat with his eyes closed, cooling off, when he heard an engine sound, an approaching vehicle. He opened his eyes, looked in the rearview mirror. A police car, coming directly toward him. Marcus's heart rate increased slightly, reflexively, the reflex of every Black American man, that feeling of instinctively tensing up when you see a police car. But he told himself, stay calm. You haven't done anything. You just parked your car, legally. The police car stopped right in front of Marcus's car, blocked his exit. This detail is important. The officer parked in a way that prevented Marcus from moving his vehicle. The door opened. A police officer got out. White, mid-30s, medium build. There was a body cam on his chest. The light was on. It was recording. Officer Thomas Davis, 8 years of experience. He was on routine patrol duty that day. Davis approached Marcus's car, came to the driver's side window. Marcus's window was already open. Afternoon, you've been here a while. Everything okay? Marcus answered. His voice was calm. Yeah, officer, everything's fine. I played basketball, now I'm cooling off. Davis nodded, but he didn't leave. He looked inside the car, saw the basketball on the passenger seat. There was a gym bag in the back seat. Everything was consistent with what Marcus said. But Davis wasn't satisfied. Mind if I see your ID? Marcus paused for a moment. He wanted to ask why, but he didn't. Like most black men, he knew these situations. Asking questions made things harder. Cooperating was easier. He grabbed his wallet, pulled out his license, handed it over. Davis took the license, looked at it. Marcus Williams. Yes, sir. Davis reached for his radio. Dispatch, can you run a name check? Marcus Williams. He read out the date of birth and license number. Marcus waited. In his car, in the heat, sweat still dripping from his forehead, he waited. A minute passed, maybe two. The radio crackled. Record is clean, no warrants, no issues. Marcus relaxed. Now he could leave. He would get his license back and go home. But Davis didn't leave. I need to ask you something, he said. His voice had changed, harder, more suspicious. There are children in this park. The playground is right over there, and you're sitting here in a parked car. Doesn't that seem a little strange? Marcus's stomach turned. He understood. He understood where this was going. Officer, he said, trying to control his voice, I'm facing the basketball courts. The playground is behind me. I haven't even turned around to look. I just played basketball, and now I'm cooling off. Davis's face didn't change. We got a call. A man sitting in a parked car, watching the playground. I wasn't watching the playground. Is that so? Then why are you sitting here? I told you, I played basketball. I'm tired. I'm cooling off. Then I'm going home. Davis took a step back, but it wasn't a reassuring step back. It was a step back to create distance, to assess the situation. Can you step out of your vehicle? Marcus's heart rate increased. Why do I need to step out? I need to do a check. What check? I haven't committed any crime. Davis's voice hardened. I told you to step out of your vehicle. Marcus took a deep breath. He knew his rights. Fourth Amendment. No search without reasonable suspicion. Sitting in his own parked car in a public space in a legally parked spot was not a crime. Officer, he said, forcing his voice not to tremble, I don't mean any disrespect, but I haven't committed any crime. I don't see a legal basis for me to get out of my car. Davis's face reddened. Legal basis? I'll show you legal basis. There are children in the park, and you're sitting here in your car. That's enough basis. No, it's not. Sitting in my own vehicle, in a public space, in a legally parked spot, is not a crime. Davis paused for a moment. Then he reached for his radio. Requesting backup, Riverside Park, near the basketball courts. Got a suspicious individual, not cooperating. Marcus couldn't believe it. Not cooperating. He had given his license, he had answered the questions, he had just exercised his constitutional rights. The second police car arrived within 3 minutes. 2 officers got out, Officer Reynolds and Officer Martinez. Davis explained the situation to them. Marcus sat in his car, watching. 3 police officers were talking about him, like he was a criminal. Reynolds approached Marcus's car. Sir, please step out of the vehicle. Officer, I don't understand why I need to step out. I haven't committed any crime. Reynolds turned to Davis. Davis shrugged. He was watching the playground, not cooperating. Reynolds looked at Marcus again. We're going to search the vehicle. Marcus shook his head. No, I don't consent to a search. You don't have a warrant. You don't have reasonable suspicion. That's when everything changed. Davis drew his weapon. Yes, he drew his weapon. He pointed a gun at a man sitting in his parked car who hadn't committed any crime, who posed no threat. Put your hands where I can see them, now. Marcus froze. His hands were on the steering wheel. He didn't move. He couldn't move. His eyes were locked on the barrel of the gun. Put your hands up. Marcus slowly raised his hands, palms open, fingers spread, the universal sign of surrender. Now slowly open the door and step out. Marcus complied. opened the door, slowly stepped out. His hands were still in the air. "Lean against the vehicle. Put your hands on the hood." Marcus leaned, put his hands down. The hot metal burned his palms, but he didn't make a sound. From behind him came the sound of handcuffs. He felt cold metal on his wrists. Click, click. The handcuffs locked. "Marcus Williams, you're arrested." "On what charges?" Davis answered. His voice sounded triumphant. "Resisting an officer, disobeying a lawful order, suspicious behavior in a public area, and additional charges will be added when the investigation is complete." Marcus closed his eyes. This was a nightmare. He was inside a nightmare, and he would wake up. But he didn't wake up. He was put in the back seat of the police car. The door slammed in his face. The cage partition separated him from the front seat. He looked out the windows. His car was still there. Basketball on the passenger seat, gym bag in the back, and 3 police officers were searching his car without his permission. Marcus was held in custody for 4 hours, questioned, answered the same questions over